Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back just like that, and I'm not on the screen, but you can hear me clearly. And that's all that matters, okay? You didn't come here for me, you came here for transformation. Information that brings transformation. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody. I'm not going to be here long. I'm not going to hold you long. I want to earn the right to your time. So I want to welcome everybody real quickly, whether you are on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. I'm multi-streaming right now. And I welcome you in, okay? If you're here for the first time, welcome for the first time. And if you always spin the block and come hang with your girl, Dr. Worlds, welcome back. If you don't mind, go ahead and share this. It helps me beat the algorithm, okay? It's man versus machine. If you ain't know, now you know. It's man versus machine, and ain't no more the traditional stuff. The algorithm is the boss. So once you share, or you copy, or you engage in the comment section, or you like, it lets the machine know that this is a video that should be put on somebody's timeline or somebody's page. What I have to talk about today may not be for you, but it may be for somebody that you know. It's absolutely free, and it helps me beat the algorithm, okay? So it's a multi-dual type of situation. You get to hear what I'm saying. Other people get to hear what I'm saying. And there's 3 birds killed with just one stone, okay? The algorithm helping me reach the people and come here to share some wisdom, share some wealth with you guys. I do want to go over a couple of headlines really quickly, show y'all what's up and popping, what's coming in the next couple of days, what they're expecting. And this is not to make you afraid, because I'm not afraid. And if you know God, you shouldn't be afraid. It's just to make us aware, okay? Make us aware of our surroundings. Make us aware of, the moves that these people are making, so you know how to make your move, your next move, your best move, okay? But before I do that, I want to go ahead and I want to open us up with a prayer. This prayer is not going to be gentle because this season is not gentle. We are in warfare, okay? We are in warfare. We are under attack. We are under attack spiritually, and we are also under attack in our economy. We're under attack in our political arena. We're under attack in our own country. And I will talk a little bit about that, show y'all some things, and then keep it moving, okay? As I stated, this is not going to be a soft, cute prayer. This is a chain-breaking, wake-up, kingdom alarm prayer for his people, written as if your Father is speaking directly to you, okay? I'm just reading it. I'm just the messenger. People of God, women and men, whether you in right relationship, fellowship, whatever the case may be, this is for you. The Father is saying to all of us, I am calling you out of sleep. I'm calling you out of cycles. I'm calling you out of the systems that trained you to survive but never taught you how to rule. I purposed you in this earth to rule, to reclaim, to dominate, to multiply, to be fruitful. My people have learned the ways of the world. They have learned the world's way of money, but not my ways of wealth. You have inherited fear, distrust, exhaustion, and small thinking, and the world calls that wisdom. My people have been distracted, they are delayed and discouraged. But many of my people are mistaking that for humility. Today, I want to interrupt that lie by declaring and speaking. I break the spirit of poverty that has masqueraded as righteousness. I break the spirit of lack that's convinced you or you all that scarcity was holy. I break the spirit of delay that keeps or that have kept you preparing but never positioning. I break the spirit of suspicion that makes God's people call every door that He opened a scam. I break the mindsets that have told you you're too late, you don't know enough. That's not for people like you. That voice is not your father's, and that voice does not deserve or have the authority to speak to you. It is a lying spirit. God's people have been asleep at the gate, and the gate is wide open. While many of my people are being distracted by entertainment, the systems are being rewritten. While people are debating online, windows are opening quietly, and my people are missing those windows. While my people are waiting for permission, something I gave to them since the beginning, the transfer has been hijacked. It has already began and it is being hijacked. So I say to you now, wake up, pay attention. This is not a drill. The window that we are standing in will not remain open much longer. We have learned to hustle, but God has called us to steward. We have learned to grind and toil and work, but God has called us to govern. We have learned to chase money and work for money, but God has called us to command systems, to take territory. The systems of this world have become the systems of our Lord and our Christ, and to Him there shall be no end. He has called us to confiscate. He has called us to take back. He has called us to dismantle. He has called us to build new. He has called us to destroy and take back systems that have kept His people in bondage for far too long. Many of God's people thought or think wealth belongs to the wicked. It does not. I tell you that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. None of this stuff belongs to the wicked. It is your birthright. It is your inheritance. The land is God's and it is yours. The resources that grow in and are underneath the land is God's and it is yours. The minerals, the diamonds, all of that stuff belongs to you. The systems are God's and they belong to you as well. The Lord has entrusted them to His sons and His daughters, not to slaves and not to the wicked. I rebuke the lies that tell God's people that they are unqualified, that they are too busy, that they are out of time. I silence the shame that keeps God's people hiding. And I root the insecurity that have made God's people doubt every opportunity. The Lord is saying you are not behind, but you're running out of time. You have been prepared and the time to position is now. You are not late. You are being redefined. And now that season has shifted into execution. So I decree that blind eyes are opening now. Every eyeball that lays their eyes on this live, this video, every ear that hears, tunes in to hear on this live and this video, I decree that blind eyes are opening right now. And I decree that confusion is broken right now. And I decree that courage is rising right now. And I decree that wisdom is overtaking fear right now. I declare God's people will no longer miss windows. They will no longer stand at open gates and never walk in and possess the land. I declare that discernment replaces suspicion and assumption. I declare that you will hear God's voice with clarity and with speed and with precision. I declare that execution replaces procrastination and sloth and stagnation. I declare that legacy thinking replaces survival, struggle, hustle, mentality, and thinking. I thank you, Father, that you are raising builders in this hour, and you have sent builders here in this hour for such a time as this, on this live. I thank you that you are raising up landlords, land stewards, Lord over the Lord's property. I thank you for raising system takers and system dominators. I thank you for raising those who will fund your kingdom work and who will house your people. I thank you that we were not called to just make money. The devil is a liar. We were called to establish your kingdom here in the earth as it is in heaven. And we thank you that your kingdom requires infrastructure. It requires handmaidens and handmen, servants, stewards. We thank you, Father, that just as the world kingdom was shaped by the enemy who saw the structure of your heavenly kingdom and tried to reduplicate a kingdom built outside of you. We thank you that as your kingdom in heaven runs and functions, we will transport that kingdom here on earth because that is our assignment. I thank you, Father, that this is a mercy window. This is a clarion call. This is a positioning window, and this is a transfer window. And I thank you that those who have an ear to hear what the Spirit of the living God is saying will hear and not miss the opportunity for them to fulfill their God-given assignment, their God-given purpose in this lifetime, in the land of the living. I thank you that we will not sleep through what generations prayed for. I thank you that we will not be too busy through windows and seasons and opportunities that past generations have prayed for, have bled for, have died for. We will not argue our way out of obedience. Our yes is yes to you, God. And we will not let fear rob us of our inheritance. We will not wait until we get into the next life to enjoy the benefits and provisions and promises that you paid for with your blood. We choose wisdom, we choose alignment, and we choose movement. And I decree that chains are breaking now. I decree that minds are clearing now. And I decree that boldness is awakening now. Lastly, I declare God's people will not miss this window in Jesus' mighty name. And if that pertains to you, then go ahead and put an amen in the chat. If it ain't real in your heart, if that wasn't talking to you, if God was not speaking to you, if that was not ministering to your spirit, then don't put an amen. But I'm talking to God's people. I'm talking to the kingdom of God. With that being said, I just want to share a few things, maybe 2 or 3 things that I think we should be taking heed and paying attention to. Okay. With this one being the first. Because this is what time it is. It ain't time to be no wimp. It's time to be warriors, and it is time to build systems that will contradict the demonic beast system that the world is creating for God's people. No, he called us to get in position. He called us to take territory. Do we really believe that God is just going to forsake us and just allow us to fall into the hands of the beast? His people that he paid for with his blood, that he has been fighting for since generations, that he just gonna sell us out. Hey, devil, y'all have them. And that's going to be the end of that. Everybody's going to take a market. Everybody's going to accept the market of Visa. Everybody's just going to sell their soul. I don't think so. No. I want y'all to hear this first, because I keep showing y'all this to put this in y'all face to let y'all know what in the hell is happening and what they are planning and how they are doing it so subtly and how they are implementing this stuff. January the 1st, y'all got to be up on game about all these new laws that are coming out that many are not aware of. Crazy laws. Okay? And this is just a pick your poison type of situation. I'm going to go ahead and restart it so that you can hear it. But this is really a pick your poison. And we're not even going to talk about this. We're not even going to talk about how all of our money has been going to foreign aid, all in the name of political, what's the name we're going to give this? It's just a political hunger game, literally. Our resources have been stolen by foreigners, doing the very things that I keep telling my people to do. I keep telling y'all, what did they do to cipher billions of dollars? They went and started an LLC. Why? Because the corporation is different than consumers. You can never go and get the type of money, resources, any of that. You can never go get those things being a consumer, because you are nothing but a consumer. Matter of fact, let me pull it up so y'all can see it. I've shared this before. I will share it again. Consumer. Matter of fact, we're going to go public sector. I want y'all to see this. What is public sector? That is consumerism. That's why they give you consumer law. Consumer law, consumer debt. They name everything as creditor, debtor, consumer. Let me share this with y'all real quick. And yes, I get pumped up. I get fired up whenever the Lord send me on this type of assignment, because his people is being hard-headed, but that changes. Public sector. Let me see if y'all can see it. Then I'm going to make it bigger so you can see it bigger. What is this? All right, here we go. Okay. What is the public sector? Do y'all see that? The public sector is the part of the economy that is controlled by the government. This is consumer. All we do is consume. They put stuff out for us to buy. We consume it. We trade our time for money so we can get money to buy, to consume what they're selling. Now that you done seen what a public sector is, let's see what a private sector is. Because this is how they label us. Okay. They label us this. This is government lingo. They label us by these words, this terminology. Private sector. So we know that public sector is the part of the economy that is controlled by the government. But a private sector is the part of the national economy that is not under direct governmental control. Because they are the controllers. This is why they are not controlled, because they are the controllers. Public sectors, everybody in the public, you control by the government. Government tells you, your kids, when they can go to school. If they don't, you can be arrested for truancy. Tell you that your children need to have certain, to attend school. Tell you how much money you can make for your family. Tell you where you can live. Tell you how many hours you got to work for the minimum that they're going to give you. Tell you how many taxes you got to pay. They control you. Private sector, there's no such a thing. There's no such a thing. You get to tell it That's how much I made. This is how much you gonna tax me at. This is what I invested in, so this is not taxable. This don't belong to me. It belongs to a corporation, to a trust. So you can't tax me on this. I get to say how much money I want to make and how much time I want to put in making that. I get to say what I want to build. Totally different. I get tax breaks. A lot of people are complaining, the billionaires are getting tax breaks. The billionaires. Why do you think they billionaires? Why do you think they keep fighting for tax breaks? Why do you think Donald Trump is giving tax cuts, tax breaks, tax classes, tax brackets to the billionaires? Make this make sense. They know how to play the game. They know how to get it. They know how to keep it. They know how to multiply it. They know how to maintain it. Okay? And they use other people to do it. They use the consumers to do it. Okay? This is what's happening right now. Let me put it on screen before I go back. I wasn't going to go here, but I'm going to go here while we're here. Hold on, let me type this in. Of workers. Not free thinkers. Why would they say they want a nation of workers and not free thinkers? Okay? John D. Rockefeller. This is one of the most powerfulest men on the earth who controls the banking system. What banking system? The Federal Reserve. Why did this man say he's not a member of the he was a Rockefeller. I put Rothschild. My bad. Hold on. Let me go in here and type in Rockefeller. John Rockefeller. Oops. Okay. You can go do your research. The quote, I don't want a nation. Is the United States a nation? I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. This is his context of funding of the American education system. This is what education is all about. We don't want you working. I mean, we want you working. We don't want you thinking. That's why they don't teach you about wealth. That's why they don't teach you about money management. That's why they don't teach you about credit. That's why they don't teach you about leverage. They don't teach you about land banking. They don't teach you about funding. They don't teach you about any of that. They teach you about working, getting a good career, good job, so you can make minimum wage. We don't want thinkers. Why? Because people get paid for their ideas. That's why they don't want thinkers. They want slaves. They want workers. You work for me. You never think for yourself. Slavery ain't been abolished. It's just been rewritten on the slide. I don't want you thinking. Why? Because your ideas bring world solutions. Your ideas bring, cures. Your ideas bring. I don't want you in your creativity as God created you. Are you crazy? God created you in his image and his likeness. And what is he? A creator. He can create anything out of nothing. What is Elon Musk famous and a billionaire for? His creativity. What? To create these self-driving cars, to create this self-driving rockets to go rescue people. Bill Gates, what is he a billionaire for? He's a creator of what? He's an inventor of a Windows, a system. Hello, somebody that is used all over the world to be able to connect, check your emails, log in, do, notes and documents and all of this stuff. That is what he is a billionaire for. What is Jeff Bezos a billionaire for? He put together Amazon, where you can take stuff from all around the world and have it delivered at your doorstep. He perfected the delivery. Make sure, let me add Prime. We can overnight express it to you. Someday, same day delivery on certain items, because he partnered with people. These people became billionaires not because they were better than anybody, not because they were smarter than anybody. Elon Musk didn't even finish school. Bill Gates hated school, but they are thinkers versus the people who are workers. Okay. Just wanted to share that with you. Come back over here. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. I have some opportunities that will help y'all. Okay. And I only have them for the end of the year. I've been saying for a couple of days. I think I've only been on here one day. Today makes two. That I am not going to be yielding my time. I'm not going to be doing any of that. Okay. I'm moving differently. Lord has revealed things to me that needed to be revealed to me that were very brutally painful. But no, he has given me a gold mine and continues to give me ideas about how to help his people. And the group of people that I'm going to help is not going to be the people I've been helping. So I'm giving a final call to actually go with me so you can help the people that God has put in your path for you to help. You can learn all of these things that God told me. Many people do not know. Hold on. I'm going to come back and share this one right here, okay? How they stole billions of our taxpayer dollar. I've been telling y'all, go get a government contract. Get a business. Start an LLC. You can do it in a day. Some states have where you can get your LLC in a day. Your EIN, get it the same day. You have a business. Now you can go to the government and get back what has been stolen from you and your generations. This is a legal way to get a reparation, not the begging way. But no, you need a service. I'll provide that service and you're going to pay me grande for providing that service. Okay? I want y'all to see this real quick because this is what's happening. But I want y'all to pay attention to this, okay? When I tell you fraud at a higher level, these people have stolen so much money from us and they have infiltrated our state, our country, not just our state, okay? Let me go ahead and refresh this. I'm going to let you hear it. Let me stop it right there. Turn on the volume. All right. Let's roll.
Is ultimately yours. The Real ID strips your personal and private authority. The passport helps you restore it. The Real ID subjects you to federal corporate jurisdiction. See 6 CFR 37. It binds you as a federal beneficiary, meaning you get to participate as a defendant in the debt. It converts your rights to travel into regulated privileges. You are also enrolled in a federal surveillance network. You have no privacy. You operate as an American national or a foreign national because America is foreign to the corporation of the United States. You are operating in your private capacity. You are able to operate with your unalienable rights to travel. It is not a privilege. You are able to be tax exempt. Remember, the passport governs land, air, and water jurisdiction. When you correct your status, family, you are connecting yourself back to your state's constitution, back to common law, and back to the original American Constitution of 1787. The Republic didn't go anywhere, family. It's right here. The Constitution, original intent for America, was to be 50 sovereign nation union states that gave the people full authority. The Act of 1871 created the District of Columbia. This is your United States, right? This is that government. This is the home rule charters, codes, statutes. But these 50 nation states, 50 sovereign states, they are under the Republic. Democracy. The federal government does not have any power or authority over the Republic. You have to connect yourself back to the Republic. December 28th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Status Correction Masterclass. If you ever wanted to operate in the Republic, if you ever wanted your own traveling identification, if you want to get on that do not detain list, you want tax exemption, you want your own private bank account.
I'm going to let y'all go follow him. If y'all want to, with more of this information, I'm going to tell you, somebody else. Okay. His name is Spice Vibes. That's his name. It's right there. It's right here too. Excuse me. It's right here. Come on, man. Right here, Spice Vibes. You guys should be able to see it if you follow him. He has, much more in-depth information, but this is what is happening. They're making us pick which way you're going to be surveilled, which way you're going to be viewed. You cannot even enter into federal buildings without having a real ID, which is a digital footprint. But if you get your passport, okay, that's a different type of authority. Something that I'm telling you, it still comes with federal regulations, still comes with that. But at least it's a different game that you're playing, okay? You get better privileges. We just talked about public and private sector. See how having just a regular driver's license is just regular smuggler? You get more control, you get more restrictions, you get more of this, but having a passport, you get more freedom. You just got to pick your poison in this. Which way you going to go? We're talking about war, wealth, or positioning. Which one is going to be you? Which one you going to choose? You going to choose war? You going to choose for these people to dictate and govern every aspect of your life continuously? And you just succumb to the weight of, I'm not living the life I'm supposed to be. I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. I can't have what I really desire to have. I'm just tired. You know how many people are just out here tired? They're tired of life because they cannot live the life that they know they ought to be living, and they cannot do the things that they know they ought to be doing or that they want to do. So a lot of these systems and a lot of things that are being put in place, it seem like this very innocent. We want to make sure we keep immigration out. It is a ploy, a decoy. It is a cover up to this beast system that they are putting together to track and monitor every human being on planet Earth. But you've got to make your next move your best move. Why? You've got to move strategically. Why? Because if you move the wrong way at the wrong time, it could be catastrophic, not just for you, for all of those that are connected to you. That's a heavy load. That's a heavy responsibility, especially if God has graced you with children, grandchildren, elderly parents, whatever God has blessed you with and given that you are accountable for. That's a heavy responsibility for you to just take that lightly. Let me come on back over here real quick. I wanted to share that with you. Hold on one second. I'm going to share these two real quick. Y'all know they didn't got rid of the credit scoring system, okay? Slowly for surely. Hey, we don't need a credit score. This is going to be the new way to buy a house, okay? So I'm going to share this for those who have a desire to buy a house. There are rental, like credit bureaus that report your rent, that could report your rent, help you to get in a house. But there is a better way, and I'm going to tell you about the better way in just a moment, okay? There is a better way. But for those who want to go to the traditional route, okay, and you want to become a first-time home buyer, paying your rent on time for years will now be considered in-home loan applications as Fannie Mae moves away from the 620 credit score limitations. You can go copy a house if you've been paying your rent on time. If you haven't been paying your rent, there's a work around that as well. There's a hack around that as well to get your rent reported for the last 5-10 years. You can even go back as far as, I believe, 12 years. Have a reporting on your, there's platforms that do this for you, okay? Verify this or that, and boom, it backdates it and then reports it moving forward. And this will help you buy a home. But when I say there's a better way, some people want to go the easy route. They don't mind getting in debt. with these people for $400, $500, $600, $700,000. If that is you, you don't need a credit score anymore. But I want you to pay attention to how they are removing the credit score, because what is good for the gander is not good for the geese. I'm showing you how they're subtly implementing these things. People are like, yeah, this is cool. That's just like the tech tattoos. The stuff under your skin. Oh, this is cool. I don't have to worry about carrying a credit card, losing my wallet. No, no, no. It is all about authoritarianism on a demonic level, literally. If you were going to do anything of the such, go buy you some dirt, build your own house on it, okay? 100,000, 200,000 in business funding credit. Go use their money to build your house. Okay. You can grow you some livestock on your land, right around your house, have you, whatever you want to do. You can just let your land appreciate. You build your house. Now you get rid of mortgage payments and interest and all that for years. Just think about all of the monies you would save or you could invest elsewhere if you eliminated the biggest bill that everybody has in America and probably abroad, because I don't know no country that give free housing. Not to say that they don't. I just don't know one. But if you could eliminate the biggest bill next to your taxes, which is your rent, you would save so much resources and you would have a much peacefuler life, because you will be able to do the things that you want to do for yourself and for your family. You go buy the dirt. That's fine. Taxes on it is cheaper because you bought it as land. Then you add infrastructure to the dirt. That increases the value of the dirt because now there's infrastructure there. But you eliminate mortgage payments, debts, credit, messing up your credit. You eliminate all of that. You just pay your yearly taxes. That's all the government wants is their taxes. Pay your yearly taxes and you're good to go. Now you can do whatever you want to on your land. If you want to, grow a garden on your land, whatever you want to, you can build a compound on your land. Hey, I got a house for my mama right there. I got a house for my kids right here. I got a house for my sisters and brothers right here. And you guys can buy land. I have opportunities that I'm going to share with y'all to be able to buy some land even here on this live. You can buy land in residential areas. Have a house built in 60 to 90 days max. And now you can either live in that house if you want to. If you don't, you can rent it out. You can actually sell the services to the government. Hey, I have a 4-bedroom house. I can take 4 men or 4 women. I can take care of, I got a 4-bedroom house. I can put 2 senior citizens in each room and offer assisted living. It doesn't have to be Medi-Cal. It's a non-medical facility, transitional house, for those that are just re-entry programs. I can do assisted day living for those who have like autism or, some form of delay, mental delay or educational delay. You can do that. Hey, I can offer this for a domestic violence, escape. I can offer a home for teen moms whose families tripped out on them because they got pregnant. So many different avenues you can go with this that will set you up long term for generational wealth. Okay. So I wanted to share that with y'all to not only say, hey, this is a good opportunity if this is the way that you want to go, because now they have kicked the credit score to the curb, but you better be paying attention. Why are they kicking the credit score to the curb? Because they're going to implement a social credit scoring system that everybody is going to have. Why is they collapsing the housing market? Because everybody in a minute is about to be on the same wavelength, on the same page, you get in the same type of situation. It's going to be universal. That's what they call. Tawana, you tripping. I dare you to go look up UBI. I dare you to go look up how many states have already rolled it out, all in a pilot program. Let's see how this works. I dare you. And then come back and fact check me. I dare you to. I give you permission to fact check me on anything that I'm sharing. I dare you. Okay? Let me share this other one, because this is going to be a very big problem for people come January the 1st. Okay? It's going to be a very big problem. The man said, one thing you can say about Trump, whether you like him or not, he don't tell no lies. What he said he was going to do, he doing it. Whether you believe him or not is not up to him or even up to me. If the man say, hey, we're going to close the border, we're going to do all of this stuff, we're going to make America great again, we're going to put these tariffs in here, man, look, this man is doing everything he said he was going to do. And he said that they was going to come after you for student loans. They're going to garnish your wages. You mean the little minimum wages people is getting, you finna garnish them? What? Levy your assets, your bank account? What? Over some student loan? I thought education was free. You already crashed people credit scores 100 points by now taking them off of the pause that y'all put them on during the pandemic, and then unpausing it and say now all of these loans is due. Now you're in default. That was done by design. Now they get to garnish your wages. What? Starting January the 1st. They put it on pause while they was waiting on the Supreme Court and all of this stuff. Student loan defaulters may soon have their wages garnished. And they said starting January the 1st, that will be in full effect. Last one I'm going to show you. And I think we need to be paying attention to. Now, I was listening to a man that I listen to from time to time as led. Whenever the Lord puts him in my spirit or he pops up, then I check him out. And he had big old bright thumbnail says, do not leave your house. I'm like, what is this he talking about? Because he didn't been too accurate, way too accurate. I'm like, what is he talking about? Let me click on it. And he was talking about how he was in prayer and the Lord showed him about New Year's Eve. Most people don't know this because they ain't putting this out there in mainstream media, but there was just a terrorist plan thwarted by the FBI here in California. Let me go look it up so y'all can see it. I ain't telling y'all or stretching no truths. Okay. When I tell you we have already been invaded, we have. 2 arrests made for California terrorist plot. Federal authorities have now arrested 4 individuals in December 2025 accused of conspiring to carry out a massive and horrific terrorist plot in Southern California on New Year's Eve. Look at this. Now the FBI is telling people way later, hey, y'all might want to we got some credible information about some threats. Y'all might want to be safe. Don't be doing a whole bunch of gathering because we just don't know. Okay? Federal authorities announced the arrest of 4 individuals. They was going to kill and carry out a massive and horrific terrorist plot in LA. On New Year's Eve, the plot allegedly targeted U.S. logistics centers, including Amazon-type facilities in Los Angeles and Orange County. Let me show you what they look like. When I tell you that we are not under attack from without. Oh, is y'all able to see? No, it didn't even go over there. Wow. Okay. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all the people that was plotting this. Because when I tell you I'm out here and I see it with my own eyes and something is terribly wrong and I have been documenting it, that's exactly what I mean. When God has told me we have already been invaded, that is exactly what he means. I mean, we seen them running plays. They are thick out here. They got the women on board. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy work, right? These are the people that was about to do a massacre on New Year's Eve. Why New Year's Eve? Why New Year's Day? Cause cataclysmic destruction going into the New Year's on American soil. Imagine that. So now let's go back over here. I seen the man, the prophet, saying, look, the Lord showed me in prayer. We need to be praying. Because they have some evil, wicked agendas assigned, coming for us. So we need to be praying. Then I'll say this: New Year's Eve events canceled around the world following urgent warning. As the world approaches the end of this year, several of the most iconic New Year's Eve celebrations have been canceled or significantly scaled back, signaling a shift in how global cities are responding to growing safety and security concerns. Okay? All around. Sydney, Paris, Tokyo, some places in the United States that will draw millions of people, canceled. DOJ and FBI have already made the announcement that we have too many of them here, basically, is what they came by here to say. We got too many of them. So I wanted to share that with y'all. Be safe. Be alert. Be vigilant. Be prayed up. Don't be in no places you ain't got to be. If you don't feel led in your spirit to go on that street that day, don't. To travel on that highway that day, don't. To call off from work, do it. I don't care what it is. That's not fear, that's wisdom speaking. Because when I tell you that these people have infiltrated our nation, and them sleeper cells, let me give y'all, let me see if I got it right here. Let me give y'all the 18 cities on high alert. If you in any one of these cities, just let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you in any one of these cities on high alert from these sleeper cells. Okay? Washington, D.C., should have known that. All throughout New York, Santa Clara, California, San Francisco, California, Los Angeles, California, San Diego, California, Houston, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Boca Raton, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Boston, Massachusetts, Playfield, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio, Laurel, MD. I think that's Maryland, Potomac, Maryland, Herndon, Virginia, Springfield, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Philadelphia, PA, Seattle, Washington, Charlotte, North Carolina, Detroit, Michigan, Columbia, Michigan, Kansas City, Missouri, Denver, Colorado, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tucson, Arizona. These are the cities on high alert for sleeper cells, terrorism. When I tell you, since being out here in California, with everything that has transpired, we still believe in God. I said this yesterday. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I'm melting down because the car's down, feeling stranded out here, trying to help other people. Don't even understand why I'm going through this, but now it makes sense. I am a watchman, I am a frontliner, and I need you to get out of your comfort zone, and I need you to see what's going on. I need you to make my people very much well alert. When I tell you, and this is just me telling you, I know there are major big cities, and I believe, me personally, I believe that the next attack will occur in multiple big major cities. But I also believe that California is one of those cities, our states, for sure. It's too much activity of them same kind of faces I just put up here on the screen a minute ago. When I tell you, you don't see many black people or white people, they all locked up in prison or something, or in the grave. I don't know where they at. I have never in my life seen, if I take my camera outside of this room right now and just allow y'all to see in the lobby area, it's terrifying. Not for me, but just for humanity. I'm like, what have these people done? I don't know one country that would have allowed such a thing. And for what? Why are they here like this? Man, we look outnumbered. Literally. Ain't no look. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's a lot of them. And I'm documenting. That's all I'm going to say. I'm documenting it so that you will be able to see it. Because you have to see this to believe this. This is crazy on another level. It's not exaggerated. It's crazy on another level. On another level. And regardless of the fact, I'm like, I'm going to get on here and see what I can barter with my people so I can get home. And it's like the Lord didn't even allow the people to come through. He didn't even allow the people to come through. He's like, I want you to see this. So it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. Does not mean that I still need to handle some things and get things together, prepared for when it's time to make an exit. Yes, I do. That's why I'm offering some of these opportunities, but I am out here on a different type of assignment. Thought it was going to be one thing and it's something else, y'all. Okay. I just want to let y'all know, sharing this last thing before I offer you guys some opportunities. Please be vigilant, stay woke, pray over your your domain, your territory, your resting place, your neighborhood, your community, your neighbors. Prayer is powerful, and if we got enough people praying, we can divert and we can thwart the weapon. Didn't say it wouldn't form, it said it wouldn't prosper, especially if men and women is on their job. If we not too discombobulated with the stuff that they trying to force feed us to be, to be paying attention to. No, y'all they not coming to the government official places messing with y'all. They coming on the civilian streets and harming people. Driving is not even safe. I see how these people are out here recklessly driving to hurt people and to hit people intentionally. So where it says, hey, these illegal drivers that came out of California, killed them people in Florida, just did a whole U-turn. I understand now. I understand now what's really going on. People, wake up. Stop playing. You can't save your life, but you can preserve it. And if God woke you up today or yesterday, he wake you up tomorrow, you got a purpose. And it is not for you to go to work and waste your time there and be miserable at the place where you're wasting your time for minimum wage that will not help you or your family. It's time to build the art. And that's just the honorable truth. Nothing wrong with working a job. Okay, that's what America has taught us that we must do, but that is not the way. And that is not the truth. And that is not the life. That is a lie from the pits of hell. Utilize it. If you can't utilize your job to give you extra resources to invest in things that will actually change the trajectory of your financial forecast so you can leave that job and be set up decently when you do leave the job. When you exit the job, okay, I'm going to use this job, but this amount of my paycheck is going to go to me investing into wealth, the assets. That's what I'm going to do. If your paycheck don't allow you to do that because all you're doing is paying bills, you ain't going to make it, beloved. Okay. So I want to share real quickly some opportunities that I have that I'm offering as end of the year. If you didn't catch them, you can catch them now, okay? If you didn't catch them or you say, hey, look, I need to quit playing, then look, quit playing. I made them very affordable, okay? Very affordable. Here are some DFUs, which are done for you year end. I said that not only myself, but my time will be moving differently in 2 days. What you see from here on out will be automated or AI generated, period, point blank. Unless the Lord say, get on the wall and tell the people this. That'll be it. I have no more low ticket offers for nobody. I'm not pouring. The people that I'm helping do not look like the people that I have been helping. I'm not doing favors. I'm doing kingdom in 2026. Should I cross over that threshold? And only God knows. So here's an opportunity for you to position yourself before 2025 ends. This ain't about another course. There's nothing wrong with courses, but we don't need that right now. Okay. We can learn and build at the same time. That's what Nehemiah did. Here's some DFUs. There's no guessing, no overwhelm. We map it, you move it. Bottom line. We do the blueprint for you. We put the things in order for you. Just move with it. Okay. All of these DFYs for you, it's on sale. Okay. $250 each, not all. So you can choose your wealth path, your legacy path. If you want anything with the funding and credit positioning, I can't stress this enough, and I'm tired of talking to y'all at this point. I'm tired of trying to convince y'all that you better get your credit together. At least if this cash die out, at least if you run out of cash, you can leverage that credit. They did a very big disservice when they allowed people to think that money was more powerful than credit. Just jack up your credit. Yeah, jack it up. Who cares? You can make money. That's fine. As long as you have the ability to make money, not knowing that credit is power. Jay-Z himself, and I don't listen to that devil worshiper, okay? But even the Bible said the children of the world would be wiser than the children of God. And that's true. Because he got lyrics in his song to tell you the power of credit. I can give you a powerful play right now, credit. Say I don't have no money in my pocket, but I got a good credit score. I ain't got no debt. I'm not in debt to anybody. If I do got a credit card, it's below the 10%. I'm not out of my utilization. I know how to use money because that's basically what they're looking at. Do you know how to use money? If you late on this and late on that and you got to carry this balance over, and you done maxed out your whole $10,000 credit card, and now you got people talking about you 30, 60, 90 days late, they'll give you a grace period. 90 days late, it's like, okay, we might as well write that off as a loss because we ain't going to get paid for that. If you got all that type of activity on your adult report card called your credit report, Ain't nobody finna give you none. You a liability. You're not an asset. You got millions of addresses on here. I don't know where you live at. If I need to come back and get my stuff, you got multiple names that really ain't spelled the correct way. I don't know if you really you. You know, you got all these debts and different things on here where other people then try to lend you money to see how well you do with money, and your report card say you failed. I tell everybody and their mama, I don't care if you got good credit, make it better. Because if I don't got no money right now, but my credit portfolio is structured the right way, no negative remarks, no derogatory accounts, utilization is under 10%, I don't got more than 2 hard inquiries, I can go to the bank and say, hey, I can go to the bank today, say, hey, this is my adult report card. I know how to manage money, but I don't have any. And I'm trying to secure this amount so that I could take it and go make more money with this money. I want to start a business. I want to start in real estate. I want to get passive income. And them people tell me, okay, you ain't got no money, but this credit report is on fleek. Yes, we will give you $75,000 for auto loan. Yes, we will give you $125,000 on the personal side. Then you can turn around and you can get a secured loan. You can go ahead and get a pledge loan. So many different, hey, we'll give you a line of credit. We'll give you a credit card. Now I got their money. I didn't have no money when I went in there. But my adult report card said that I could handle money. So they gave me multiple ways to get money and gave me access to it. So now I take that money and I go buy something that's going to make me more money. Buy it one time, get paid forever. It's the name of the game. I go buy me a laundromat. I go buy me a car wash. I go buy me a little duplex. I'm getting passive income from the tenants. I'm getting passive income from the car wash. People come by there, and not only am I getting passive income from the car wash, because you got to put your money in my machine to wash your car, I'm also going to have some other amenities. How about some soap? Because you're going to need soap to wash the car. So you can buy your soap. Or you need a rag so you don't get no smut on your, okay, you can buy my little towelette. Oh, you want some air freshener? Because you know when you clean it, it got to smell good. Go ahead and buy my air freshener. That's 4 streams of income. Oh, you need to vacuum? That machine is going to be $1.25 for you to vacuum. You only get in 60 seconds. So you're going to probably spend about $4.50 to get you a full 3 minutes to vacuum your entire car. Those are all streams of income. I just took their money to go buy me something that makes me money multiple ways. And I didn't have anything but a good report card. So with that being said, let me hurry up. I have the credit and funding review. I'm going to give you access. We're going to analyze your credit. We're going to get your dispute letters according to the supreme law and consumer law. And we're going to get that negative mess off your credit. Period, point blank. Okay, we're going to give you some data breaches, like TransUnion just had another massive data breach for not keeping our personal data safe. You can't keep our personal data safe. Anything on there negative or derogatory needs to be removed. Okay, you're going to get the fundability action plan. You want to know where to go get the money, because it ain't about just fixing your credit. We don't want you to just fix your credit so you can say, I got a good credit score. No, we want you to get that credit together real fast so you can go get that biggest bag you've ever had. What could you do with that biggest bag you never had? Go build your house. Get rid of rent. Get rid of the ability to have, to go to the grocery store. Grow your own garden. Grow your own groceries. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can also lease off a part of your land. You can also, lease it out to a billboard sign. You can also lease it out to, hey, you want to do a little parking? Hey, there's an event that come around every year. I could charge you 25 cars, $50 a park, whatever the case may be. So we get you together We send you to our funding specialist. Where are you going to go get this money? We know we got you. Okay. We got you. We're going to send you to where they got it by the boatloads. Banking and funding pathways. So we're going to give you the fundability action plan. We're going to tell you how many banks you need to go to. These are the exact banks you can go to, how much money they're going to give to you. This is where you can go to. Ask for that person over here. This is where you're going to get some funding. Hey, we're going to get you a business plan together over here so you can go over here to this person. They're going to give you some funding. We're going to give you the fundability action plan. You're going to get the credit and funding review. We're going to evaluate and analyze where you at on a personal level. And then we're going to get you together on your personal level, more personalized for you. Okay. Some people don't need nothing but a trade line boost. That's it. Some people need to have some hard inquiries removed. So you're going to get access to all of that. The hard inquiry removal, the credit sweep, your trade line play. You're going to get access to all of that. And it's going to be reviewed on a personalized level where you can see exactly what we're doing or what we did so you can do the same thing. It ain't no, hey, you just drop your stuff off on us. This is not a done for you service where we are doing it for you, but we are giving you the blueprint and we are giving you the action steps that you're going to take to go ahead and get to the bag fast. We're going to help you with cleaning up your credit or either boosting your score. We're going to help you with the fundability. Here where you're going to go to, here where you're going to go to, that where you're going to go to, woo-de-woo-de-woo. Okay? This score right here is going to be used for this bank right here. This is what you're going to ask them. We're going to give you all the fundamentals. We're going to give you all the plays. And then we're going to give you the banking and funding pathways. Okay? We're going to have it stacked for you. This is called funding stacking. Hey, on Monday, we want you to go to these 3 banks right here. This is the cards you're going to ask for right here. Okay? So we're going to give you the pathways. And then you go ahead and get the recorded walkthrough so that if you ever want to, hey, I want to do this for my husband, you know exactly what to do. Hey, I'm going to study this and I'm going to go do it for other people because I know exactly what to do. I'm going to turn this into a business for me once it's done with me. Okay. Or once it's done for me, I'm going to turn it into a business. Okay. This is fully done for you. It's $250 for the do it. Done for you funding and credit positioning. Okay. Then we have the done for you AI income setup, totally faceless. Tell everybody all the time, this is the way the world going. You better get you some. Because if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. It's already taking your jobs. It's already coming for your jobs if it ain't taking it yet. Okay. This is the way the world is going. The financial systems is going. The digital real estate is now a thing. The housing market, all that stuff is going. Online banking is digital. Online shopping is digital. All of this stuff is digital. Okay. So might as well set you up something digital and something faceless and something automated. Okay. Faceless income lanes will be selected. Which way you want to go? Which way you want to go? You want to go faceless channel? You want to go faceless theme page? Which way you want to go? You want to do faceless community? Which way you want to go? So we're going to give you the lane selected. Now you may have 5 or 6 lanes, but we're going to start with one. Once we conquer the one, you can go back and just easily do for the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Okay. We're going to give you all the prompts that you need, and we're going to give you your content plan, how to plan this stuff out, the tools. Hey, this is the content for you. It's already done for you. We're going to have you go over here to Metricool. We're going to have you schedule this out for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At this time, it's going to push it out there. We're going to make sure that your website is together and set up for you so you can receive sales for your faceless income path. Okay. We're going to give you the monetization roadmap, how to hit your first $100,000 in 30 days, how you can do $1,000 a day. How you can do 10K in 30 days. Some people might say, hey, 100 is too much, but you still going to get the framework. Still going to get the framework. Still going to get the roadmap. Still going to get the monetization roadmap. How you going to get here in 3 months. This is where you should be. This is how you go ahead and check your analytics. This is real behind the scenes, simple, easy stuff. You do not have to be no professional, tech savvy, none of that. It's all going to be done for you. Then we give you an automation overview. Hey, this is ManyChat. This is what it's going to do for your business. Hey, we're going to use ChatGPT. We're going to use Gemini. We're going to use VO3. This is what's going to create your content for you. You just batch, batch your content and boom, put it out there, schedule it to be put out there. And now you just make money on automation. That's done for you as well. Each one of these are $250. Year end sale, can't get them nowhere else. Not done for you, not any of that. This is it. Hey, I need to make some quick revenue and I need to get in the game real fast. And I need to, I didn't waste my time or whatever the case may be. I need to have something as a plan B, C, D, E, F, because you can never run out of plans. Okay. All them letters in the alphabets. Government contract readiness. I really want my people to be a part of this, but I'm not going to beg you to be a part of getting your reparations. That's what I'm not going to do. This is the most easiest way. I don't think that it's cool that them Somalians ripped us off from billions of dollars through government contracting. I do not think that it's cool that Elon Musk and them get to build their billionaire statuses off of government contracts. They didn't get to billionaire status because they worked a 9 to 5 and they just accumulated all this money. No, ma'am. They started a business that they can then turn and offer services to the government, and the government pays real big $1 million, $1 trillion contracts. I've showed them to you. If you a lady and you're not over here in government contracting, you're lacking. If you're a minority and you're not over here in government contracting, then you deserve your poverty, literally. They're not giving you no reparations to say, hey, you know what, we took this from your. They're not doing that. But they will give it back to you, this way. Get dressed, show us your business, and we'll give you those. What I've been telling y'all about land and temporary shelter. Let me see if I got enough time to pull this up. Hold on. Let me see if I got enough time, because I really don't think y'all understand. I've been trying to show y'all for a long time, for a very, very long time, what you are literally missing out. And all that time that you have taken to miss out, to hear me, but never respond, never do anything, you have missed. You have missed a golden opportunity. You could have been out of there, off your jobs, on the beach, visiting the Dominican, bought you a house internationally. It don't matter. When I told y'all to build you an automated business international, get into Airbnb, that's real estate, over in Africa or in some of the Colombia, these different areas. I wasn't just talking. Do you know there are $250 billion contracts for you to go build some help in another country, especially in Africa? Any type of community development where, hey, they could be able to get to the university. They don't have nothing called dorms at their colleges. They got to walk for hundreds of miles. And that can be proven to be fatal. Girls, boys, how many rapes and unalivings happen just trying to make it to school? And they don't have nowhere to just camp out and stay, do no roommate type of situation. You can literally go and turn. We got too many gifts and skills over here in America where you would go over there and just soar. And if you are African American, you don't have to be a citizen of that country to buy land or do real estate deals in their country. It's not for anybody else. African Americans. Other than that, you would have to be a birthright citizen or a citizen by marriage in order to own any land. It's like literally God has opened up the window and said, here y'all go. How much of it can you handle? Let me see if I can get over here to NAICS. And I'm almost done, y'all. I'm going to go. Okay. Let me get this NAS code real quick. Let me type it in. I'm going to type in 2, okay? Because I told y'all about land. I'm going to talk to you about temporary shelter, buying land, temporary shelter. Let me get the code for this. I just want y'all to see how much money they paying. So they got battered women, homeless, runaway youth, temporary help services. If you help, employment, any of that. Let's see. Let's use 624221. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. 624221. And then I need to get one more because I want to show y'all on this other website. If they don't buy land, let me show y'all what y'all could be doing with land and with real estate. Now I can show you how much you can make selling the government cannabis, growing it for them. Hello, somebody. Let's find out where it's at. Grazing land rental or leasing. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one. Hold on, let me just make sure. Farm, real estate credit. Y'all didn't know that they buy credit. Oh, matter of fact, Federal Land Banks 522292. Cause y'all know y'all girl come by here and tell y'all all the time. Y'all be thinking I'll just be playing. I really don't. Federal Land Banks. Let's do 522292. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to USA spending. I'm gonna pull that up for y'all. Y'all can't see what I'm doing because I'm not sharing this screen, but I'm about to. Okay, so just hold your britches. So I gotta show y'all this real quick. Let me show y'all what y'all missing out on. Playing games, what you're missing out on. Trying to be indecisive. I don't know. Why would you do that to yourself? That's what be confusing me. Why do my people do this to themselves? Why they always taking the hard route? Why? We want to look and see how much money they giving for next year, and we want to look and see how much money they giving for this year. For people offering temporary residency, okay? I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna put in that code that I just typed in, that I just saved to myself. Okay, that is 624221. As you can see, community food and housing, emergency other relief services, healthcare and social assistance, temporary shelters. That's what I want. And I want to see how much money y'all giving. There we go. Let me submit this. We're going to look at these contracts. Okay. And we're going to see how much they was and for how long they was. Okay. We got, and I want to show y'all something. Let me minimize it a little bit. Hopefully y'all can see it. Okay. Okay. So you see this one right here, Fresh Start Foundation. They got them a $2 million contract. Fresh Start Foundation. And then you see them up here again. This is how they stack the generational wealth. Okay. You see them up here, right here again. They got them another 2 million. Okay. See if they up here again. Let's go down. Here they are again. Right here. They got them another million. They got them over $6-7 million. This is how you stack. As many as you can take on, you can take on. Look at this. Healthcare for homeless veteran services. It's not even a contract. It's a delivery order. We just need you to deliver on this, okay? Let's see how long this contract was for. The Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA, paid for this contract. And they wanted services from 12/31/2024 to 6/30/2025. 6 months worth of service for a $2 million contract. Can any of y'all do 6 months for $2 million? Yes or no? Can any of y'all see yourself obtaining $2 million for 6 months of service for let somebody live in your house, your temporary shelter. Let's go back over here and see how long the other one was for. Okay. Let's go up here. Right here. Same thing. Healthcare for homeless veteran services. It's another delivery order. They did not have to bid on it. Let's see how long this contract was for. So from 12/31/2023 to 12/30/2024, when the other one kicked in. So you got $2 million for this 1 year. Then when the year ended, you got another $2 million for 6 months. Okay. Let's look at some of these other ones. They all seem to be about the right. Volunteers of America, Los Angeles. They got $3 million. Let's see for how much. How they did emergency residential ABH HCHV services for migrants. It was a delivery order. Okay. Let's see how long this contract was for. And Department of Veterans Affairs, the government, okay, is paying for this. They wanted this from October 1st, 2024 to March 31st, 2025. So October, November, December, January, February, March. 5 months for $3 million. How many of y'all could trade 5 months to allow the government to use your house for 5 months for $3 million? This is what you're missing out on. Let me go ahead and do the other NAES code, which is land banks. Would Dr. T always come by here and hey, y'all get in here? Because y'all think I'll just be telling y'all stuff, excuse me, for no reason. I don't. I know where the wealth is at because the Lord showed me. 522292. 522292. Finance and insurance. Let me make sure. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This one right there. We're going to go ahead and say 2 selected. I don't want 2 selected. Okay, we're going to go ahead and submit that and get a fresh batch. No. Hold on. Something else. Hold on. I ain't even the transportation and warehousing. I mean, I've been telling y'all to get in there, but I didn't show y'all transportation. Let me make sure I type this back in here. 522292. Okay, real estate. Let me submit this again. Why is it steady pulling up this one? No, I don't want this one to be pulled up. No. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this out. And let me refresh this. Let me go down here and make sure it's still telling me 9 is selected. I'm trying to see which 9 is selected. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. See if I could do this one last time. I think that was 522292. I need this off. I need the healthcare assistance off the screen. Why it's still popping up there, I don't know. Let me see. Reset filters. That's what I need to do. Okay. There we go. All right. So now, y'all see this? This is for land banking. This is for land banking. And as you can see, Humana is here. Humana is here. They done got $51 billion on one contract. Turn around and got $23 billion on another contract. For how long will work? This is a definitive contract, long term, very long term. They got a disaster emergency fund code. Whenever there is a disaster emergency, that money go triple dipple. You understand me? Department of Defense is the one who gave that money away. Period of performance, they wanted it from August 1st, 2016 to December 31st, 2025 in a few days. So about 9 years. 9 years. You got a contract for $51,242,733,558 for 9 years. Would you work for 9 years for $51 billion? That's how you become a billionaire. Ooh, let me get out of here, y'all. Let me get out of here. And these contracts are available to you in the state, city, local, federal, babes. This is how you get your money back from AT&T, Verizon Wireless, the water company. I don't care. All of them can get this smoke. Let me get that contract. Thank you. I'll take that contract. Oh, I'm a woman. Puts me to the front of the line. Thank you. Oh, I'm a Black woman, a minority woman. Oh, thank you. I'm a small business with under 1,000 employees. Oh, thank you. I'm a disadvantaged business. Yes, baby, I got 4 ups on you. Okay. When I go to the procurement meetings and they see my face and I have all of my stuff, it go to me first. Why? Because there's been a disadvantage against us for a very long time, where these big heads been going and getting the contract. Now I can get the contract and put everybody and my mama on the contract. We can go build construction for y'all, to house a 200 unit apartment complex, and y'all pay us $51 billion to build that for y'all. What you think we gonna do with the $51 billion? We know how to build it now. Now we're gonna go build our own. See, that's why I said we looking for kingdom builders. Let me go back over here. I promise y'all I ain't gonna be no more than 10 minutes. These are only live offer opportunities, okay? Only you can purchase them on live. So if y'all want to get into government contract, it's the last time I'm gonna ask y'all. If you don't, and you decide, hey, later on down the road, I'd heard about that government contract and Dr. Twana was talking about, then you can get it in my mastermind. Ain't no mentorships. Ain't no low ticket offers. Okay. We're going to get you contract readiness checklist. We're going to make sure you know where the money is at in your city, in your state, in your backyard, at the schools, at the university. We're going to let you know that. We're going to help you find your niche, and we're going to help you find your streams of income called the NACE codes. What you just see me put in there was NACE codes. Meaning somebody be like, oh, I'm a child care operator. Okay. Let me just get the NACE codes for that. Child care operators, daycare providers, they provide nutrition. So you need to get the NACE code for that. Okay. That's another stream of income. Separate, but another stream of income. Oh, you transport them kids, you pick them up from their house and take them home and take them to activity. Oh, okay. We're going to get your transportation NACE code as well. Oh, you got a mother that drops the kid off during the day and a father that picks them up on Friday during the afternoon. Okay. It's called parent intervention. That is called human relations. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get your contract in that. Oh, you do curriculum with your children. You teach them stuff. Oh, that's called education. We're going to get you a NACE code for that as well. So we're going to get you the NACE code alignments, the ones that pay the biggest money, okay, the biggest dollars according to your niche. We're going to give you a beginner contract roadmap so you know exactly where the contracts is at. We're going to actually show you how to let AI find the contracts for you and actually write up a response to every contract, whether it's a purchase order, a bid, etc. So all you got to do is hit send, friend. Okay. So all you got to do is hit send. The more the merrier. You take on the contracts that you can do and not the ones that you think you can do. You take on the ones that you can do. If they say, hey, we want 1,000 big black ink pens for $10,000, do it. You can do that. You can order that off of Amazon, literally in bulk. If they say, hey, we need 30 16-pound bags of ice for our party for $10,000, do it. Go pick that ice up. Drop it off and get you a bag. Then they say, hey, this is indefinite or definitive. This is 5 years, 6 years, over and over and over. Would you be interested every month, like clockwork? Y'all want that ice? Where you want this ice at? You want a bow on this bad boy? What do you want? Because I'm going to give it to you in perfection for paying me that type of money every month. And I ain't got to bid on nothing. I ain't got to be in competition with nobody. Okay, bet, give it to me. So I'm going to allow you guys to get that done for you. Okay. Were you ready to go get that dough? Give you the A through Z's and get that government cheese for $250. So you can either choose the funding path, the credit funding path. If you get 2 of these, you get 2 for $400. That's a major steal. That's a major steal. And if you want all 3, I will give you all 3 literally. And this is only an on live opportunity, meaning you got to be ready while we're live. If you want all 3, so it's $250 each, $750 in total. But if you get 2, you get 2 for $400. We're gonna take the loss of $100. If you want 3, okay, instead of $750, it's gonna be $500 for all 3. You can have all 3 for $500, and I'm only allowing 3 people to take advantage of this opportunity. This is only built for builders, visionaries, and executors. This is the legacy roadmap. Okay, we map it, you move it. So that's done for you. We have that one. And like I said, I promised that I was only going to be here 10 more minutes. That's what I absolutely mean. Let me see, what is this? Which one is this? Okay. We also have these for $250. Done for you, business in a box setup, business structure, compliance, your EIN, all of that stuff will be set up for you. Your compliance, your roadmap, hey, your trade lines, send you where to go get a business bank account. We're going to give you the whole roadmap because we want to get you funded, right? Your EIN, your banking is set up, checklist. I just went over that. Your structure, your compliance, all of that's going to be done. Your niche alignment, whether that's credit, funding, housing, digital, land, banking, it doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and make your business around that. Get your name together. That is not a high-risk name. All of that, add you some trade lines. Then we're going to give you the 30-day income direction. We're going to send you to the people that's going to get you funded within 30 days or less. Okay, done for you. $250. That's your business in a box. You can turn around and sell that to somebody else if you want to. However you want to do it, okay? But it'll be yours first. Your roadmap, everything will be recorded. That way, if you want to study it, go back. Hey, I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I would not recommend you do it for no $250. I'm in a position to do it. You're not. Okay, I'm gonna just say that off the rip. You're not in no position. Don't be trying to be where Dr. T is at. No, this is a business in a box setup, and that requires your time. And we're not charging people minimum wage for our time. You can have minimum wage for a PDF or minimum wage for an ebook, but not for my time. I don't get that back. It's very valuable. Okay. We got a done for you land and housing starter map. Okay. Land banking starter blueprint. Gonna give you all the land banks in the whole United States. Gonna give you the game plan, the banking information on how to go ahead and purchase the land banks using other people's money. Okay. Housing models will be explained, such as veterans, seniors, transitional. Forgot the other one that's popping. Reentry, girls group homes, different things of that sort. Which way you gonna go? Definitely point you in the way of going to go get some funding, as long as you have the blueprint. That's all they need is a business plan. What you gonna do with the money? Okay, boom, here go the money. Okay, several different paths so that you can build out what you want to. You want to start an RV park, you want to do seller's finance, and you want to do um, you want to do big truck parking, you want to do EV emission, it doesn't matter. We're going to go over all of that. All that's going to be done for you. The funding pathways, like I said, for the housing projects, we got USDA. We can send you several places, several ways to go ahead and get that money. Once you have the blueprint together and you have the model explained, where you could tell them this is what I want to build, they'll give you the money all day long. Okay. And then a 90-day execution roadmap will definitely connect you to builders who will build whatever you want to build. Hey, if I want to build tiny homes on my land, you get you connected to the builder and the banker that does not run no credit check. They only looking for a certain type of history. We can get you all the way together, okay? We got the connection and hook up to every person you need. This ain't just course. This is access. This is proximity. This is implementation, execution. This is leverage. Totally different, okay? So we have the done for you land and housing starter map. And then we have the done for you non-medical housing breakdown. How you can have this up and running in 30 days or less. The land is great, but hey, how you can actually leverage somebody else's house to start making money. Compliance and structure, you don't got to have no license, no degree. You ain't got to have none of that. You ain't got to have none of that. Okay? How this non-medical home work, who you contact to get your clients. You can literally go pick up somebody right now that they're going to pay you $2,000 a month for. Some they'll pay you through Medicaid. Okay? You don't got to wipe their butt. You ain't got to babysit them. No, it's not medical. They don't have no disability. They need somewhere to stay. Funding and reimbursement pathways is going to be included, as well as scale strategies explained. How to take that one house and turn it into 5, 6, 7 different houses. How to sell to the rich, such as an assisted living program. Not for disabled elderly people, but for elderly people whose children don't have the time to care for their elderly parent, or to spend a whole bunch of time with them. They're always traveling, always on vacation. They want their mom or their dad to have other engagement and communication with other people their age, hobbies like bingo, working out, keep them alive and youthful. They will pay you so much money to do that. And that's non-medical. Okay. So all of those offers that I showed you are $250 for the done for you. Or like I say, you can do a bundle deal. Okay. You can do a bundle deal. So I have that. I have the Legacy Builders Fellowship. This is a 6-month intensive, 6 months with me. Okay. This is for the procrastinators and the players, right? The people that play around all the time. They just need some accountability. I don't want to buy a course. I don't want to buy something I'm actually not going to do. I need some help. I need some accountability. I need you to walk this thing out with me. Okay. I need you to hold my hand. I need, if I get stuck, that I can ring you and say, hey, I need help with this, whatever the case may be. This, you just get direct access. You get direct banker, direct funding access, even for international projects. It comes with that. How to build in internationally in Colombia, Dominican Republic, Africa is the place. They're building all kinds of soccer rings. It's a place for growth. Whatever you buy or you are investing, shall I say, you want to invest in the path of growth with the least resistance. So you get access to all of that land acquisition, housing strategy, and builder connections. That's all included. Credit optimization, funding, leveraging strategy, and ongoing mentorship for 6 months, and execution and accountability. It says, I mean, this is 30 days, not 6 months, 30 days. It's 30 days because we want all of this done in 30 days. Okay. Credit optimization. We're going to go ahead and show you how to use AI to go ahead and get your credit fly, how to be able to turn around within days and go get funding, the strategy that you're going to do it, how you're going to get the funding, pay them back their money from their own money. And then you're going to start going to invest. I'm going to show you where other businesses is at. I'm going to show you where land is at in the path of growth. In certain states, what land what land you want to go after and what states you want to go after, because it's one thing to buy land, but the right land. Regular land from farmland is totally different. Commercial land from rural land is totally different. City land, you can't do so many things on it, but rural land you can, and they'll give you money to build things out in rural. So I'll give you all of that, okay? For 30 days. This is the limited private access to come and sit at the table. You can choose war up here. This is where we're headed economically, financially, corporately as a country. We at a crossroad. Here's the crossroad road. Which line you gonna stay on? This side where you stressed out and struggling, or you can come on in. Okay, you can come on in, and you can have all the things that God has prepared for you at the table. Simple as that. You can have everything that God has prepared for you at the table. It is only limited to 5 people. 4 now. Okay, once those seats gone, they gone. 4 now, so there's 4 spots available, and you can have access for that 30 days. Get straight to it without any shortcuts. Okay, get straight to it for $500 for those 30 days. This 30-day intensive, and it is an intensive. And the outcome is going to be that your financial forecast will definitely change. You will have more peace. You will have more time, free time on your hands. You will have more financial security. That you can rest assured that me and mine is taken care of. I know how to go get money if I ever need it. If I need it now, I need it later. If I need to go access credit, I know what to do. I can help my other family members, put my kids on, different things of that sort. I give you trade lines. You can add and build your kids' credit up, okay? Add these trade lines, different things, and then all y'all go together. Say, for instance, y'all all swept your credit, all added the trade lines to your credit. Boom! Y'all all go get funding together. Because what you could do for yourself can be done for each member in your household, whether that's your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings, your aunts and your uncle. This is legacy. For the New Year's, I would set my family down and say, this is what we're going to do, financial planning. And have a whole plan by the middle of next year. Your life will look so different, so undeniably unrecognizable, because you invested in you, not you betted on you. This ain't a gamble. You invested in you. So I have the legacy builders. I call it an intensive or a fellowship. It's not 6 months. Okay, that's a typo on there. It's not 6 months. This is 30 days. And it is an intensive where you will have all of this in 30 days. Direct access, that's going to change your life. Direct access to the bankers, run your credit for it, and we'll get you whatever you need. We'll get you the funding. We'll get you approved. We'll get you all of the stuff that you need, the land acquisition, all of that. The builders who will build whatever you want. You say, hey, I just want a RV park with a swimming pool or whatever here, and a playground for the kids who stop here. And I want, to have power poles, throughout my property or whatever, so that they can plug up their stuff. Whatever the case may be, the builders that get it done for you in 90 days or less. Bad to the bone builders, okay? You get access to that. So that is 500 is 497. I'll say 500 because it's close to 5. It's 497 for that. Or last but never least, I said I was gonna let y'all go, and I ain't lying. This is the 6-month intensive. This is a 101 with Dr. T. Okay. So people say I don't do well in group settings. It's confusing. One too few. I just need a 101. Okay. It was 5,000. I have discounted it to 2,500. I'm not offering anything under $10,000 starting January the 1st, because I won't be doing nothing but the masterminds, traveling, different things of that sort. Okay. As I've been saying, you will see me do. You get the same exact information, direct banker, but you get me, and you get me building this thing out with you so that it is done correctly. It is done properly. It is done. We're making moves. We're not stuck. You have accountability. You're able to ask questions, not just for business. Most people don't realize you don't know what I'm loaded with spiritually. A lot of time the people come to me thinking that they finna come get a program or something. And it has been many people say, Tawana, I'm in this situation right now, and I didn't even know who to tell or what to say, but I just know I had to take this and start this. And I say, you know what? I got you. I got that document that you need right here. Okay. Yeah. You need this. Boom. I'm going to send it. Okay. Yeah. I'll verify that for you. Yeah. I got you. No worries. Oh, I got to connect. Somebody can help you with that. You don't never know. You're not paying for programs. You're paying for proximity. You're not paying for income. You're paying for speed. Let me get there fast. You know how to get there. I don't have all day. I wasted time. I procrastinated a little bit. I was too busy, not intentionally, but I need to get there. And where it says execution and accountability for 30 days, no, this is for 6 months. They mixed up the flyers, I see. But I'm going to help you get funded. I'm going to help you get your credit together first. If it ain't together, and even if you got a good score, we're going to boost it. We're going to make sure that it's swept. We're going to do everything. Instead of 30 days, it's going to be 6 months. You'll be able to travel. Hey, you want to take a vacation? Yeah, come on. You can go with me. Okay. I only have 2 spots with the one-on-one mentorship for 6 months. I've showed y'all receipts. I don't even know if that Stripe account is still up here where y'all can literally see. Yeah, your girl's not playing. I done showed y'all receipts. When I tell you I have a lot of information and on the one-on-ones, this is why I give you everything. When y'all see all these tabs open up here at the top, it's for a reason. Trust and believe. I got stuff that I done paid for, stuff that I done went and hijacked. When I tell you I have so much stuff, it's sickening to me. It's like, oh my God, I'm over full from all of the stuff. I have too much stuff. I cannot harbor all of this stuff. I have to share this stuff because I cannot harbor all. What can I do with all of this stuff by myself? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You want to know where to go buy houses at for $3,000 that's valued at $200,000, $300,000, go buy a house for $10,000, put that on your credit card, tax lien is already valued at $400,000. I got you. Everything, government contract. You don't got to worry about buying this program, this program, that. No, you got proximity. You get access to all of that. Is there anybody here that want any of those opportunities? Let me know before I go. If you have any questions, type them in the chat, cousins. Okay. I'm going to let y'all go because I literally I'm like 20 something minutes over my time. And again, because of the situation that we got going on, I'm not going to ask anybody. I did that and people's hearts was revealed. Okay. I'm not offering these at no discounted price because they're cheap and they're not going to get you nowhere. No, y'all done seen the receipts. I done showed y'all millions of dollars. I done showed y'all thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars of my own receipts, not nobody else's receipts, my own receipts. If I got client testimonials, I would share those, but 99%, because I believe if I can do it for me, I can do it for you. And you should believe that too. If I can see that you did it and you're not just blowing smoke for yourself, then I know that you can help me do that for myself. Bottom line, okay? I'm probably gonna wait 30 seconds in case there is some type of lag, but I'm out, y'all. I love y'all. Pray for us. My baby woke up this morning throwing up everywhere. I don't hear her now, so I know that she's asleep. Bless God, but pray for us. The devil don't want what we doing out here done, and he don't want what we're uncovering to be uncovered. Okay, he does not want us in the position that God has put us in for such a time as this. And if you're not a threat, you're never going to be a target. That's just facts. If you're not a threat, you're not going to be a target. And you got to be the woman or the man for the job. Okay. You say yes to God, you don't know what that yes inquires. And I don't know what it comes with. But what I will say is, as I pray for you, pray for me. Okay. I would love to pour, like, I would love to give the person that God has selected all of the stuff, the tools, the resources that he has given to me. At least I know when I need a break or a vacation, the movement is still moving because this person knows exactly what to do and how to do it. I want to share that with 2 people. Okay. I'm not even charging you full price to spend that one-on-one to learn. And I don't mind over sharing and over pouring. I'm being 100% obedient to God. Okay. Because I fought him on this for a very long time. I'm really not a people's person, but I really strongly feel, even just real strongly feel it's time, and I'm not going to be disobedient. I'm not going to bring in no unnecessary self-inflicted warfare on myself. No, I know that God has other builders and he has drawn them to me. And there is a plethora of wealth, hidden riches in secret places. God says he would give those to us, and he did. I have all of these stuff, and that's why they can't stand me. A lot of my colleagues, and not work colleagues, but business mates, they like to call them competitor mates. I'm not in competition with nobody, so I don't call them that. I call them business mates. They be so upset, be like, why would you give the information that we sold you for $10,000 away for $97, $197? Like, that is an insult. And to be honest, it is. I'm not a thief, but I believe in sharing. Okay. You're not going to lock my people out on my watch. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to lock my people out on my watch. Y'all not going to sit up in these rooms and talk about how you don't want to help my people. If y'all don't, I will. And this is where this was birthed from, right along with them taking out my children. But I have recordings of people saying some of the most vilest things and just feeling all out of place, literally just feeling all out of place because these people don't have my people's best interest. Like, real talk, that is devastating. I have recordings of people saying, don't go and nowhere near them areas, leave them people right where they at. It's like, dang, what the hell? They need help too. They didn't know. They don't know. Nobody has educated them. Y'all don't even want to. They don't want us to know this stuff. It is crazy. Only way I got in was I had to pay my way in. That's it. That's the only way I got in. Outside of that, would have been locked out. They call them wealth seekers for a reason. And I want to give them, I know that God has called 2 of y'all to come alongside, whether you obey him or not. Does not have anything to do with me, but you know exactly who you are. that this is for me. This is going to be not only for me, but for my children, for my grandchildren. This is what God wants me to do. Even if I'm afraid, I'm going to do it afraid, but this is what God wants me to do. And you have sent me the help that I said, if you help me, Father, then I'll do it. You know how we be promising lies, like, and he pulled you on that. I want to do this, but if you just send somebody that would help me. Okay, we'll get into the mentorships. No, I don't want that. I need one-on-one mentorship. Okay, well, I'm going to have her open that up. We're going to see who won't obey. Okay, that goes away. That opportunity. Because I said in 2026, I'm not walking in through those doors doing any favors. I don't owe anybody any affordability. And for the last 2 years, I have served my people like nobody's business. I'm going to build wealth from rest. And I'm going to charge the prices that I'm going to charge because I'm going to lock out the people who ain't supposed to be there. It's as simple as that. You ain't got 10 stacks, you can't even get in, friend. And that means that you didn't need to be there. You need to be serious about your life, about your family, about your purpose, your assignment. Yes, you're going to die. We all are. But there are people who's going to proceed after you. They're going to need to have it set up for them, or they're going to need to know what to do. So I will leave it right there. Father God, I have did your part that you have asked me to do. For the people that you have assigned for me to do it for. I pray that you won't even give them rest until they obey you. Because this is not about us. This is about you and what you have called us to do. And we have blew a lot of time doing us and doing the world. But I pray for those two. It's time for them to go to another level. And you have sent me and freed up my time and take away my time from my family to serve your people. I pray the spirit of obedience. And that you will not give them rest until they obey you in the mighty name of Jesus. I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for all of us. Stay vigilant. Stay sober. Watch your surroundings for this dang on New Year's. If nothing happens, praise God. But if something does happen, praise God. You was prepared. It is better to be forewarned. It is better to be forewarned and forearmed, because when you are forewarned, you can get forearmed. Watch yourself. Pray for nurses, pray for hospitals, pray for doctors, pray for paramedics, pray for all emergency officials. Cover them. Stop making it about yourself. Take some time to intercede for somebody else and stay vigilant. If you ain't in your house or by your house, pray over your neighbors and pray for your house and your belongings. Pray over all of that stuff. Keep the hedge of protection up. Make sure you are walking and obeying God, because that's what we're going to give an account for. Okay? I love y'all, and I will see y'all the next time. Instagram fam, any of my cousins want to get down on any of those opportunities, okay, I'm going to actually give you about 30 minutes to an hour, because you can't see the information that is on the screen over here, but you can't hit that DM friend. That sometimes your DMs end up going to the spam box and the message request. If that should happen, I will still honor this opportunity for you, okay? But I'm only going to leave it open for about 30 minutes for you to DM. Let me know what it is you want. I'll send you the information. You can look over it, and then we can go from there, okay? I love y'all, and I will see y'all on next time. Shalom.